This is the last leg of his three-nation visit. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Guyana marks a significant milestone in India's foreign policy towards the Caribbean and Latin American regions. Prime Minister at the Guyana airport being greeted Prime Minister Modi arrived at the Guyana airport being greeted by the Guyana President Irfaan Ali himself. Prime Minister being given a warm welcome there. In fact, Prime Minister Modi has become the first Indian Prime Minister to visit the South American nation in 56 years. And this visit is anticipated to open new avenues for cooperation in areas such as energy, agriculture, education, technology, and people-to-people ties. Prime Minister Modi meeting all the dignitaries there. He's been welcomed by the Guyana President himself. And this high-level diplomatic engagement underlines India's commitment to strengthening its relationship with the Caribbean, and it reflects the deep cultural and economic bonds that India shares with Guyana. In fact, we may tell you again that Prime Minister Modi has become the first Indian Prime Minister to visit the South American nation in 56 years. And Prime Minister Modi there being accorded a welcome. Prime Minister Modi landed at the Georgetown Airport in Guyana and has been accorded a ceremonial welcome there. In fact, it is anticipated that his visit will open new avenues for cooperation in areas such as energy, agriculture, education, technology, and especially people-to-people ties. Prime Minister was welcomed by the Guyana President Irfaan Ali himself. And India and Guyana share a rich historical bond, largely due to a presence of a sizable Indian origin population in Guyana. Almost 40% of Guyana's population has Indian heritage. Prime Minister Modi has arrived at Georgetown Airport in Guyana after a successful visit to Nigeria and Brazil. He's welcomed by the President of Guyana himself, Mr. Irfaan Ali. This is the last leg of his three-nation visit. In fact, Prime Minister Narendra Modi visits to Guyana marks a significant milestone in India's foreign policy towards the Caribbean and Latin American regions. India and Guyana share a rich historical bond, largely due to the presence of a sizable Indian origin population in Guyana, and almost 40% of Guyana's population has Indian heritage, a legacy dating back to the 19th century when Indian laborers were brought to the Caribbean. This diaspora connection has been long enough and a cornerstone of India-Guyana relations, creating a unique cultural bridge between the two countries. In fact, Prime Minister Modi's visit is expected to celebrate this shared heritage, highlighting India's support and solidarity with the Guyanese people. Also, Prime Minister Modi's visit to Guyana is the latest of the high-level engagement between the two nations. We may also tell you that last year, Guyana President Irfaan Ali was the chief guest at the Pravasi Bharatiya Divas and was awarded the Pravasi Bharatiya Samman. That is the highest honor for persons of Indian origin. In fact, Prime Minister Modi's visit to Guyana is the first pan-Indian premier since former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi's visit in 1968. And PM Modi is set to hold talks with Irfaan Ali and address a special session of Guyana's parliament. Prime Minister Modi will also co-chair the second India CARICOM summit alongside the Prime Minister of Grenada, the current chairman of CARICOM, in the presence of leaders from all CARICOM countries. And the Indian Prime Minister is also scheduled to hold delegation-level talks with President Irfaan Ali and address the National Assembly of Guyana. In fact, following Irfaan Ali's visit to India in January 2023, Guyana's Vice President Bharat Jagdeo visited India the next month. And in February, Guyana's Prime Minister Mark Phillips also visited India, followed by ministerial and military-level visits.